Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, we are from the last group. We want to present our presentation about lexical cohesion with our members, Agnes Miftakhul Jannah, Fanny Lestari Manbaus and Luthfia Safitri Prasetyo. So hopefully this presentation can increase our knowledge about the lexical cohesion. Next slide. The first slide will be presented by Agnes. Time is yours.
Okay. So in lexical cohesion, first there is definition, two is functions, and the last classification. First, definition. Cohesion is a relation that indicates connection exists among text and its meaning. Cohesion plays a vital role in discourse because it enables the readers and listeners comprehend the speaking or listening, get involved in the flow ideas, and interpret the semantic or pragmatic meaning of the discourse. Cohesion emphasizes on the semantic relation rather than the pragmatic relation. Must be connected by devices. Second is function. First is to link word and word, phrase and phrase within a text. Then it can divide it again, like indicating the repetition, indicating synonym, indicating superordinate, and indicating several words. Number two, it is used to indicate occurrence of words whose meanings are related in the same environment. Classification in cohesion lexical is a primary classification of lexical cohesion, including repetition, synonymy, antonymy, hyponymy, and collocation. First, there is repetition. Repetition is, it helps establish sentences. Examples. First, asking for repetition. In the dialogue, like this, sorry, I can hear you. Can you repeat again? And example in song, like in NCT 127 songs with title Sticker, there are lyrics in there like this, like a sticker, sticker, sticker. And the next presentation will be continued by Fanny Lestari. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Agnes. I will continue the presentation about synonym. It indicates overlapping semantic meanings, but it is only always interswitable. The example, when they arrived, what the termites saw Farouk look like the tall building with windows in it. This is our home. The termite explained, we built this over the roof. Next slide. Next slide about antonym. It is divided into three types. Number one, readable. The example could antonym hot. And the second type, non-gradable. The example, language related antonym, non-language related, and Muslim antonym non-Muslim. And the last type, multiple antonym. For the example, husband, wife, father, and mother. Teaching and learning. Next slide. Next slide about hyponym. It is a relatively less complicated term. It is connected as a sub-property. For the example, we make special children's rooms, place for growing mushrooms, and a queen's throne room for our homes. The hyponym is room. And the next example, Farooq began looking to right and left, unsure of where the voice was coming from. The hyponym is direction. Next slide. Next slide about collocation. It is the way in which words are used together regularly. Collocation items that include in combination of adjective and noun. Later on, he heard the same voice again. The example, although you are so teeny, you can hardly be seen. You still build homes just like the tall buildings people make. And second, collocation items that include in combination of noun and noun. Sometimes we store our food in these three holes. Second, I just sent a phone truck to Sejengki shooting. Okay. Next presentation will be continued by Fitria.
Okay, so for the next slide is the continuing of the collocation. And the third type of collocation is collocation items that included in combination of verb and preposition. So we can see from the example, the first example, he got up and went up to the spider's web, which he began examining with interest. In this first sentence, as we see, go and went is kinds of verb and the preposition is up. And for the second sentence, the same way he did every morning before going to school, Kasif sat down at the table for breakfast. So as we know that sat is verb to from sit and it is kind of verb, and down is the preposition. Next slide. And the next type is collocation items that included in combination of verb and adverb. Like in the first example, our eating plainly before sleeping is inspired by us by Almighty Allah. And the second sentence, while he was enjoying his money, he thought about the bear and was grateful to Allah, the infinitely compassionate who has created bear so perfectly. Okay, so in the first sentence, eating is verb and the adverb is plainly. And the last type of collocation is collocation item that included in combination of adverb and adjective. Let's see to the example. The first sentence is Ilham looked around, but there was nobody else there. And the second sentence, but whatever you do, don't try the same thing, or the pest will sting you everywhere and makes you feel very ill. Okay. Like in the second sentence, very is kind of adverb, and ill is adjective. Okay, I think enough here our presentation. So we are sorry for some mistakes we did. And the last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay.
Bye.
Okay, everyone, have a great day. See you next time.